Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, dear sisters. And today, inshallah, we'll be continuing with the rest of the lesson, the stopping. Today, inshallah, we'll be taking the second part of this lesson, which is the stopping on the ayah and how to stop, because in this case, we don't have signs to help us. So we are in need to know some tips to help us to stop on the word or where to stop on the ayah in order to give the complete meaning of the ayah. At the beginning, I want to tell you that there is something called the compelled stopping, which is the stopping for a reason out of your hands, like sneezing, coughing, disability, forgetfulness, you forget the ayah, or any other reason you don't have the control on it. So in this case, we are not asking you about this stopping, and you're not going to have a sin about it because it is something out of your hands. You just directly return back to the same word you stopped on, and then you carry on after this word the rest of the recitation, and no problem about this. And also, if the teacher is asking you to stop somewhere in order to examine you to know if you pronouncing this stopping the right way, this is also not the case we have in today. Because if the teacher is asking you to stop somewhere in order to examine you, so you are just stopping to show him the rule, and this is not the case we have. The case we have today is the optional stopping. Now you have the choice. There is nothing pushing you to do something, and the teacher is not asking you to do something, okay? So in this case, what should I do if the ayah is very long and I don't have signs to show me where should I stop? So that's why I'm taking this lesson, inshallah, today, which is the optional stopping. We have 4 types of stopping: the complete stopping, sufficient stopping, good stopping, and repulsive stopping. We'll be taking every one of it, and we'll take the ruling about it. What should we do? Okay, the first one is the complete stopping, and in this case, the word that you are stopping on has no relation with the rest of the ayah in its meaning and in its grammar. There is no relation at all between the ayah you're stopping on and the rest of the ayah from the view of the grammar and the meaning of the ayah. So in this case, for sure it is better to stop on this word you are in, and then you start with the rest of the ayah. We call this the complete stopping. Okay? For sure, you may ask me, so how should I know the meaning? For sure, here you need to refer to a translation in order to know if the word you're stopping on is related to the rest of the ayah and the meaning and in the grammar or no. But I'll be giving you, inshallah, at the end of this lesson, some tips to help you, or some words. If you find the mushaf, so you have to keep in mind that this one should not stop on because it will give you a wrong meaning, or it will change the meaning. Okay. So that's the first case, complete stopping. The word you're stopping on has no relation at all with the rest of the ayah from the grammar side and from the meaning side. So in this case, you should stop on this word and you should not carry on, and you have to start after that with the word coming after this word. The next type is the sufficient stopping. The sufficient stopping, here the word you're stopping on is related to the rest of the ayah in the meaning, but it is not related in the grammar, and we can say that this is a weak attachment. It is just the meaning, okay, but the grammatical side, there is no relation. So in this case also we prefer that the student stop on the word and then start from the word next to it. Okay. Third case is the good stopping, and here the word is related to the rest of the ayah in the grammar and in the meaning. In this case, what should we do? Here it is allowed to stop on the word, but is not allowed to start on what follows it due to the attachment. I told you there is an attachment between this word and the rest of the ayah in the grammar and in the meaning. So you can stop on this word, but if you're gonna start again, you have to not to start with what follows it. You have to attach this word to the rest of the ayah. Yeah. There is an exception here I wanted to tell you about. If this word is in the end of the ayah, okay? Now this word I have is in the end of the ayah, and it is attached to the next ayah in the meaning and in the grammar. What should I do? You may say, so I have to take this word and connect No. We have here to apply the sunnah, and the sunnah is telling us that we have to stop at the end of the ayah. No problem here. This is an exception, that the word you are stopping on is at the end of the ayah, and it is related to the ayah next to it, in the meaning and in the grammar. So in this case, you can stop at the end of the ayah, not to connect the word again with the next ayah, because there is a sunnah that we should stop at the end of each ayah, like the Prophet Muhammad did. The last case, which is the repulsive stopping. Repulsive stopping is the one which is not accepted. Okay, in this case, the meaning you're stopping on will be very bad. You'll be given a very bad meaning here. And if you are doing that intentionally, you are doing that by intention, so you'll be taking a sin. Yeah, for sure, be committing a sin if you are doing this by intention. Okay. So the repulsive stopping in Arabic, we call al-waqf al-qabih. It is a stopping on what does not give a correct meaning, and that's because it has this word you're stopping on has a very strong attachment to what follows it in the grammar and in the meaning, so we can't stop on it. And there are many examples for that. When we say, for example, يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا تقربوا الصلاة وأنتم سكارى, Allah saying, oh, you have believed, do not approach your prayer while you are intoxicated. So here, intoxicated. So in this case, if I say just, oh, you who have believed, don't approach prayer, and then stop here. This meaning is not accepted for sure. Yeah, still the meaning is connected. I have to say you shouldn't do that while you are intoxicated. Okay, but I shouldn't stop on just don't approach the prayer. Okay, for sure that will give a wrong meaning of what Allah meant. Okay, so stopping which give a wrong meaning because the word you're stopping on is having a very strong relation with the rest of the ayah is not accepted, and it's going to be a sin if you are intending to do. Okay, that's all about the types of the stopping, and inshallah next time we'll be taking some tips, because I know that not all of us are able to understand the ayah to know if the word you are stopping on is related to the rest of the ayah or no, in the meaning or in the grammar. So we'll be giving you some tips to help you inshallah to identify it yourself. Jazakumullah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.